bom dia, meu povo. Good morning, the world. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day today, a great start of the day. I hope everything will be working well for you all. And of course, let's hope all your dreams will come true, even though if the dream does not come true, but at least let's pretend it is, so you can live happier. Here is just another Tuesday morning and making my way to work. So the weather is not promising anything. The promise is just the same as usual. Rainy. Well, this is the British weather, so I don't even know why I'm so surprised when I'm talking about the weather. Everything is still according to what it should be. Okay, so, and how about you? How about you all doing today? Okay, I would like to wish all of you a happy Tuesday. I hope you will succeed in all of your plans. For those who are already awake and making their ways to work, good luck at work. Have a good shift. For those who are still sleeping but will see this video later on, have a good rest until you wake up and then get yourself to work. Bunch of pansies. Okay, because there's no other way to make money if not waking up and going to work. Of course, unless you are a rich person and somebody else is working for you, that's a different thing. But some of us, we didn't get to that stage just yet. So yes, we have to wake up early in the morning and still make ourselves to the beautiful way of making money in the early mornings. But the energy must be up. Positivity needs to be there, because there is no other way. Okay, if you are going to work and you are feeling sad, you are feeling depressed, you are feeling down, or you change job, okay, or you change the way you are behaving, change the way you think, change what you are doing, because it's not fun. It's not fun at all when you simply have to wake up in the morning and make yourself to work doing something what you don't really like to do. You know, that's depressing. It's really bad. At least make sure you have a good job. A good job sometimes not the job pays you a lot of money, but it's the job that makes you happy and it still gives you money. That's my point of view. That's how I see a good job. Okay, but of course, we all have different ways of understanding it. We have all different ways of seeing it. We have different ways of treating ourselves or being happy with our life. And we choose different ways to live, of course. Some of you have a cheaper life, some of you have a bit more expensive life. Yeah, it's all part of the game, you know. It's all part of who you are, what you want to get, where you are. This is nothing new. It's just how things works. So yeah, everything seems to be still under control. For me, yesterday was quite of a nice, but a bloody long day, because I messed about a little bit. I was just going a bit slower, and then I went to get some diesel for my tractor. I stopped to eat something. Yeah, so I was really taking my time, and I finished quite late. Today I'm planning to finish a bit earlier. I'll be going to Manchester tonight for some capoeira meeting, martial arts meeting, and after that I need to get back to a place called Stamford Bridge, which is another 2 hours on the road, to give a massage to one of the guys who I go to see him every week. So as you guys can see, it's gonna be a very long day, a very long. And sometimes, you know, sometimes you just want to make it nice and quiet, but life brings different plans for you, and we get busy all the time, which is good, because whenever we are busy with work, there is some money coming to the account, so it means you don't need to lend money from nobody else. You don't have to have the lenders coming after you and, hey, where's my money, where's my money? No. I believe whenever You are going to work, you are making your own money, you need no explanations to absolutely no one, and it makes life a lot easier. That's how I see it, at least. I don't know about others, I don't know about you guys, but I'm sure for most of you who are awake at this time, you are having exactly the same thoughts maybe. I need to make some work, I need to make some money, I need to, pay for my own expense, I need to live the life! And sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes life is very bloody expensive. But please don't forget to leave your like, don't forget to subscribe to this video, don't forget to leave the like for this video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We are a very small channel and we are trying to grow a little bit. It's not going to take a lot of time. Okay, we're not even considering yet of giving up my jobs to live through the YouTube yet. Maybe one day that might happen. For sure it's not going to be anytime soon. If that one day will ever happen, it will take a long time, a very long time. But anyway, that's how things go. So let's see how long it will take. But I'm making a little bit of, cash already. I'm making a tiny bit of money. Lagers. I can buy 4 cans of lager and I can enjoy it. The only problem is it's gonna take quite a while before I can withdraw that money there, because there's a limit to withdraw the cash in there. So it's just good for a little saving, so I can say to people, oh, do you have savings? Oh yeah, I have about 10 quid saved, so whenever I need. But that's where we start. I believe that's where the saving started. We don't want to start saving from 1,000. If I would get paid 1,000, probably would start, but I don't get paid that money, so how can I start saving from that money? You see how stupid I am? I'm just a stupid guy, just a very stupid fellow, so that's why it takes a lot before I can start making a bit of cash. Of course, that's the idea for every YouTuber when they start something. I'm not a YouTuber, but maybe one day I can become one. When I'm getting old, when I'm not able to lift bags of coal anymore, when I'm just, a waste of space on Earth, giving more trouble to other people than actually making a live the life. When I'm old, let's put it that way. When I'm very old, then I can live through YouTube. I can make my little how can I call it, my little retirement from here. Yeah. So yeah, not promising, but who knows what's gonna happen in the future. But in the time being, yeah, as I said before, life can be quite generous with me in these days, but I have to work hard. When I say to work hard, it's not because lifting weight, no, it's just I spend more time at work than what I actually spend at home. Well, even when I'm home, I'm working, so let's put it that way. Sometimes you just need to force a little bit more. But it's all part of the process, it's all part of the life, so there is no much reasons to complain just yet. Yeah, of course we will all the time complain because this is human. That's what we do, We're never happy with things what we have in life. We're always gonna think. Okay. I was considering turning right here, but there is a couple of 3 cars and that one just waiting. No, I'm going straight. So yeah, right now I'm just on my way to work. I'll be there shortly, and as you guys can see, it's getting brighter a lot earlier than what it used to, which is good as well. It's still not perfect yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there. It's improving. It's getting better. It's getting easier. Just another couple of minutes, I'm gonna be in the yard. So yes, yesterday was a long day, but it was quite a lot of deliveries in 2 loads. The last load, I think it was 9 or 10 deliveries in that lot. So sometimes you get like 40 bags, and it's only 2, 3, 4 deliveries. Sometimes you get 40 bags and it's 10, 11, sometimes 12 deliveries on that load. So that what makes life a little bit harder, because it's plenty of driving around, and then you drop 3 bags here, 3 bags in there, 3 bags, 3 bags. That kills the day, because sometimes you have to drive like 20 miles just to drop another 3 bags, and then another 10 miles for another 3 bags. So, and Mondays and Thursdays, they are a little bit harder, because they are the days when I cover York, when I cover the city, going to the city center and going to the traffic areas. So that's when it's not so great being at work, but it's not too bad. Days like today is more covering the country. So, but of course, the weather, the way it's going, there's plenty of floods around, so sometimes I can get caught on the flood, and I have to divert. I have to use a diversion, and sometimes can take miles just to come back into the spot where I could cross in 50 yards. Yeah, so I'll need to check. I know there's quite a few deliveries on this low here now. I think it's about 8 or 9, which is okay. The first delivery, the first load is always easier than the second one. So let me get this door opened, and then I'll come back, and then I'll see. I'll check. I'll have to check. I don't have one Kindle, so I have to check before I start loading. So for some of you guys who are already subscribed to the channel, please leave your like for this video. If you're not subscribed yet and you want to see some more of my madness, you have the chance to subscribe right now, motherfuckers. Yeah. That's where everything starts. That's how everything starts. It's quite dark, but it's quite beach. Yeah, nobody told me that would be easy when I was young. Nobody said life will be at Disneyland, it's gonna be the Wonderlands. But nobody has given me that warning. Let's get back to work then and let's make it work properly. Future, I can at least say, yes, I've made it. I made it through. I have survived. Life became a lot brighter. Yep, and here we go. If everything is okay, if everything is... Yes, getting there. Right, let's get going with this one then. As I said, I have my bits to go later on today, so I'll make sure I spend a bit of time at least with my little boy before I go starting work later on in the evening. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no, 'cause I got you. Nobody wanna see us together, but it don't matter, no. E lá vamos nós. Sponsoring it. How you doing, buddy? Bagging coal, smokeless coal called Burwell Plus. I'm a coal man. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you have a great morning. And I hope everything will work the way you want and all your dreams may come true, buddy. How you keeping? Oh, yeah. Smokeless coal. I'm in England, buddy, in the UK. North of England, in Yorkshire. Yeah, I'm a Brazilian myself, but I moved to the UK in 2006, and for many years I worked in hospitality until I decided I was tired of chefing. So I became a coalman. But the idea of becoming a coalman was something what I would do for a season. So I was supposed to be doing this job for 4 months while I was between jobs. I didn't want to start anymore, so I was looking for different opportunities. And somehow I kind of enjoyed it. You know, working here, and at the end of the season, I was making an offer. If I would work another winter for him, because he liked the way I was doing the job, he kept me to work full time. And I thought, well, you know what? Maybe why not? And then he said, well, in the summer there's few jobs to do, there's not much. So basically I was working like 2-3 hours during the summertime, or during the summertime, between March to October, 2-3-4 hours, and doing some, you know, bits here and then. So over 11 years has gone since I have started this job. So I started October 2014. That's when I actually started it. So, and I'm still around here. You know, there was a big change for my career on the time. It was a big, massive change. I didn't expect that would happen. And then I start enjoying what I was doing. I'm in London. My wife was Brazilian. My ex-wife was. Oh, really? Oh, look at that. Well, I'll be going to London quite frequently this year. I have declined a job in London last week because just quite busy of course. So anyway, if you're gonna watch some videos on this channel, you're gonna find out what I do. So I have a few different professions in there. I'm a conman, I'm a chef, I'm a massage therapist, I'm an instructor of martial arts and self-defense. So I do quite a few different things, and I show here on YouTube, on the channel, everything what I do. So people can just watch, people can become subscribe to the channel, and where's my like? People can leave the like, people can leave donations, people can do whatever they want. So basically this channel makes no sense. It's just me being me. Weirdo. Now, let me just close the door. So thank you very much. If you want to leave a like, I appreciate it. If you want to become a new subscriber of the channel, it's not enough. So as I say, they just love it. It's all the time. Here. No, great. Right, everyone, thank you very much for spending this morning here with me, this bit of the time. So please don't forget to leave your like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, don't forget to leave a donation if you want to, a super thanks, a super chat, a super bollocks. I just want money to the account. So thank you very much for the time you have spent in here. Once I get out of the yard, I'm gonna turn off the camera for obvious reasons indeed. Okay, so yeah, it was great having you guys this morning here. Oh, so where your ex-wife was from then in Brazil? So have you been to Brazil anytime? What do we need to do here? Okay, put it full charge. First drop and 2 times passing. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm just checking my first drop where that is going to be somewhere soon. Hey Clifford, how you doing, my man? How you keeping? Guys, please don't forget to leave your like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That means a lot to us. That, you know, it will help big time if you do so. Enjoy, motherfuckers, while I'm not asking for the money yet, because I will at some point when I start making my living out of the social media. Okay, so where am I? Good morning world. Okay, what am I doing here? This one, moving around. Times. Yep, let's get going then. Right guys, I'll catch you all later on when I come for my second load. I'll come here to talk a little bit more. Maybe I'll have time to do a little bit of training when I finish, before I can make my way home. So I'll catch you guys later on. Bye for now. Bye.